Okay, Mario, once again, Wednesday, October 15, 2025, and this is the MIA 400 size helicopter that I did back in 2000. Just a project that I decided to talk about, and as I'm bringing a lot of this stuff into view, um, just for the sake of discussion, if you will. This is the Swashplate. I'm going to be focusing in here on the Swashplate, the way I did this, because this is a very unique way of doing these things, and I did this just to or I shouldn't say unique, maybe creative would be the word. Um, you can see that I was using in this helicopter. I use a lot of fiberglass parts, a mixture of fiberglass with aluminum, fiberglass plates for the paddles. Very simplistic fiberglass links, fiberglass blade holders as I did on the tail end here. Let me focus in on the tail so that we can have a better perspective on how I use those fiberglass pieces. There's that fiberglass piece with the hex aluminum stock as my blade holder. So that's my arm right there that's grabbing the aluminum via two little screws on this uh, on this part right here. You can see the perforations there, and those are for the two little screws there. So that's how I approach this project. And likewise, I don't want to get too involved in injection molding parts, and that's the reason why I did a lot of these parts in fiberglass. I mean, the swash plates typically are injection molded parts that cup, the ball bearing. So this is just a regular good sized ball bearing that I decided to sandwich that between two fiberglass plates. And you can see how these arms right here are interlocking with the fiberglass, all CNC cut parts, and you can see how I attach that via those little screws. I mean, it's a lot of hardware. There's a lot of little parts, but this is how I approached this project, and I wanted to keep it as I said, more of a very creative way of making some of these parts. In particularly the swash plate you see here is very unique in that respect. This part right here is actually a machined, a lathe machined Delrin part that is actually holding a that actually has a ball insert in there. And so this swash plate is what I called a floating swash plate. It's floating on top of that ball that is part of that is on the shaft. And as the swash plate rises up and down to establish collective pitch, you can see how that slides right in there nice. And actually that is also a Delrin ball, believe it or not. It looks like an aluminum ball, but it's not. It's a Delrin ball. And so this is how I establish all these parts right here, and that's how I did this wash plate.